What is going on, everybody? Tyson here with Faithfully Bearded, and I'm coming to you today with just a little tip and trick and a little what I like to use to style my beard. And what we want to talk about today is the utensils that we utilize to brush, comb, straighten, style, however we want, take care of our beard. Now, first and foremost, the best tools that you have for your beard are your hands. You got 10 teeth right here that just can comb through and brush through and exfoliate and itch and style, and you can go like this with your hands and kind of just style it down. But sometimes we go beyond that and we purchase products, and sometimes we want to make sure we get our money was worth, and we don't want to spend hundreds of dollars buying different types of things. And a lot of the ones that we don't really hear about are the ones that I use the most, and I've heard a few people pick it up and use it, and they're just like, you know what, this is awesome. I wish I would have discovered this earlier, but better late than never. So what I'm going to show you today is the brush brand and styles that I use to style my beard. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Consider subscribing. Hopefully I earn your subscription, whatever. Just hit the subscribe button. It's really not that hard, and it helps me out. Hit the thumbs up as well, and then type a comment down below. Do you use a brush or a comb? Let's just debate that real quick, brush or comb or both. Well, I go in here and I tell you that the brushes that I use the most and what style they are and the brand and where you can get them and how much they are roughly, prices change, inflation, things like that. But the brushes that I use are a brand called Wet Brush. You can see it right here. Now, don't mind the hair that's in these brushes because they're multi-purpose brushes. Not only are they for my beard, they're for my hair, they're for my daughter's hair. We have 4 or 5 of them laying around the house and we utilize them all. But there is different styles. Now, what it is about the Wet Brush in particular that is amazing for beard styling, I do not know. It's something with the way they do their bristles or their tines or whatever you want to call them. And yes, they're just normal. Like, they look like any other brush. I 100% agree with that. But it's the way that they either do the stiffness or something. But the way that these brushes work in hair is just amazing. And I've purchased a million other brushes. Okay, not really a million. I've purchased multiple other brushes, and I never get the same result as I get with the Wet Brush. So it's something that they do in their engineering process or the way they do it, manufacturing process, that really just works for beards really, really, really well. Now, I tend to use this one on my beard more because when I'm blow drying, the heat can go up through the brush and help get in there. The tines kind of spread out my beard. It dries, it gets to the skin, and then it styles nice as well. Plus, it has a little bit of a contour, which then goes and contours my cheek, and it's really nice. I like it. So I style with this one particularly. This solid type is what I would use more for my daughter's hair or my hair, my head hair to brush. But when I'm blow drying, I like the kind that gets through here. Now, I've been using these for a while, and every time I use a different brush, I end up going back to my Wet Brush. I wish I had my Wet Brush. It doesn't style my beard the same as the Wet Brush. It's fact for me. That's just how it's been through trial and error. Now, you can get these things for pretty cheap. Like, I recommend, if you have a wife or a daughter, just to go look in the bathroom and see if you have a Wet Brush, because we don't really pay attention to that stuff a lot, but there might be a Wet Brush in there. They were big at one point. And if you don't, Walmart carries them, and I'll link it down below on Amazon as well. They're like $10. Not too bad. $10-12. Depends on where you go and what color you want, I choose purple because it's cheaper, I don't really care. I'm secure enough to wear purple or use purple. It doesn't bother me. So I tend to go with purple. You can too if you want, or you can do black or different designs, however you want to do it. But Wet Brush, the Wet Brush. Now, there's a bunch of different styles of Wet Brush. It doesn't really matter which one you get. Just get the one that you think might work best for you, and maybe that's cheap, and then you go from there and you try it out. But at $9 a pop, not really that bad considering I've seen brushes to the $20 to $30 range, and you buy a whole bunch of them, and you're just like, this doesn't really work. But then you get one of these and for $10, and you're just like, oh, this really works. And I've actually worn one of these things out and purchased more. So every time I see them on sale, I just grab one, because this is, my daughter's always going to have hair. I'm going to have a beard that needs to be brushed. I mean, it's a brush. You're going to use it, right? So link down below. Let me know what type of a brush you use. If you use a brush, comb, let's debate styling techniques. What do you use the most in your beard? Let's talk about it. I know Chicago comb's a big thing, but for me, Wet Brush is the way to go. And then I kind of get flyaways out with a boar bristle brush at the end for a finishing technique. And then my hands but that's a throughout the day type of thing. So let me know down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't. I hope you have a fantastic week. Again, my name is Tyson, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Feel free to check out faithfullybearded.com. Sign up for the newsletter, discounts, giveaways, all the fun things that come with going to a website, checking things out, discovering new things, discounts, merch, giveaways, all those things. Until I talk to you guys again soon, thank you again. I appreciate each and every one of you. Be bearded, be you, and God bless.